welcome to another episode of Where's the Remote? I'm your host, Steven, and I'm joined here by my hysterical co-host, Régine. What's poppin', friend?
Man, another day, another dollar.
Love that for
Seriously.
you. Love that
Like,
for you.
seriously. But, I go home in almost 24 hours or so, in about
Uh-huh.
maybe like 30, like 40 hours or so at this point. Yeah, yeah, like 30 hours. I will be back home in Maryland with my dog and my husband, back in my own space. Cannot wait. Like, cannot wait. It's been a long 3 weeks.
It doesn't
Can't
even feel like
stand
three. Oh,
it.
well,
It zoomed. It
yeah, it
zoomed.
went by. Yeah.
It zoomed. I was talking to my brother-in-law yesterday. I said something. I was like, "Yeah, it's been a long." I was like, "Yeah, it's been a long month." He's like, "A month?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've been here since February 8th.
Mm.
Been here for a while." Yeah.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, yeah. I'm ready to go back to my own space. I can eat my own food, stop eating snacks. I don't wanna I'm so scared. I wanna get on the scale when I get home, but I'm scared. 'Cause, like, got that fat in me, child. That weight will come. Mm-mm.
You're gonna get rid of it. You're gonna get back home. You're gonna be disciplined. You're gonna be very strict about your diet, and you're gonna shed the
Back
pounds,
on
and
the
then
grind,
you're gonna be back.
literally, all
Uh,
grinds.
it reminds me of what my homegirl had tweeted one time. Shout out to Dia. She was like, "Once you hit 30, you got to work out for the rest of your life." And I was like,
No, it's a lifestyle, like, it's literally a lifestyle, unfortunately, like, if you want if you wanna be attractive, not even when you yeah, if you wanna be attractive, let's be vain about it. If you wanna be attractive, if you wanna look good in your clothes and all of that, you have to work out, and I haven't worked out since July. Stress has actually been keeping me skinny, uh, so shout out to stress sometimes.
"Let's
But
go ahead, go ahead."
I will be back March. I think I'm gonna pick up swimming too.
Okay,
That's something I really
okay.
wanted to pick up swimming, so,
Well, I'm rooting for you.
yeah.
Everybody should always be on top of their health,
Yeah.
because you just never know. Which is
You start having all types of syndromes, diseases,
not
not
to not to deter things, but, with the conversation I was talking to you about offline about a friend I was having,
yeah.
she sent me this post from, Chris Bosh had made this post. I don't know if you're
Mm.
familiar with Chris Bosh. He used to
He's
be
a
in the
basketball
NBA.
player.
Yeah, he used to be in the NBA. He retired early because of, like, blood clotting heart issues, if I'm
Mm.
not mistaken. But he just made a post where he essentially, like, passed out and woke up in, like, a pool of his own blood. And so I didn't watch the whole thing, um, but yeah, so it's like, take care of your health.
No, you really
Like,
do.
take care of your health. You never know what's gonna happen
Literally.
internally. Like, you could be perfectly fine and just wake up and
Seriously.
your life has changed 360.
Seriously.
So, like,
Seriously.
do
Seriously.
all the things, reduce the amount of liquor that you drink or quit it
Yeah.
altogether. Watch
Yeah.
what you're putting into your body. Watch
Yeah.
what you put on your body as well
Yeah.
in terms of the products. Like, I know,
Yeah.
so many things that black women used to use. Like, these are things that were causing cancer and things of that nature.
Yeah. I want a perm
Um,
so bad, but like, I want a
yeah,
perm, but
yeah. Like, do the research.
yeah,
It's annoying as fuck, but
it
like, it's
is.
gonna be worth it because you just never know.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, we give you guys TV recaps, we give you real life scenarios and words
Mm.
of wisdom. Like, you
Ah,
get it all here. You get it all here on Where's the Remote,
yes. Yes.
which means you got to like, comment, subscribe, show your support. Your constant support helps the show grow, which means we get opportunities to expand and do bigger and better things. And who knows where things may go with your guys' support. But we are here to react to the penultimate episode of Hijack. Um, if you caught any of the previous episodes, we have not been loving season 2 thus far, and this episode didn't change those sentiments at all. But we're near the end, and it's quite unfortunate. I was thinking about it, like, okay, we got to record today. And I was like, I really don't want to shit on more black content in any capacity, so I'm going to try to be as nice as possible. But we only got one more episode left, so
Thank God.
it is what it is. If it comes back for a season 3, however the story may end up, I
Oh,
haven't
heck no. There's
I
no way. Heck no.
I was just
There's
talking about being nice, and
no
she's like, "No."
way. There's no way they could get picked up for season 3, and if they did, I would be so shocked. I would be so shocked.
Yeah, I would be shocked as well. I haven't seen anybody that's not black talk about this show. Um, and unfortunately, when I have seen it, uh, is more
Nothing
so
nice.
like, yeah, season 2 is not that good. But it also made me start to think also, and this is just random, but
Yeah.
kinda tied into stuff, but seeing the different opinions from various people about all the shows that we either
Mhm.
cover, don't cover, or whether whatever, and it's just very interesting. And it's not even like, I know sometimes we may joke around of like we're tastemakers and like,
Yeah.
our opinions matter or whatever the case may be, but it's just so interesting of like seeing different people and their response to certain shows, and it's like, okay, like I watch the same thing and I'm like, this is good. Like it's not game changing,
Terrible.
but
Yeah.
it's like it's
I
serviceable.
I guess I'm getting entertained. I guess the whole purpose of, like, TV shows and stuff is to be entertained, so it's like,
Right, right,
some
right.
people entertainment levels, they
Yeah,
vary.
that's essentially thank you. That's essentially the point I was making of like, there's something I could watch in it, but like, okay, this is good, this is decent.
Yeah,
There's stuff that's like, True Detective season 1, game changer,
yeah,
top tier TV, and then it's something that I would consider okay. People are
yeah,
like, you have to watch this. If you're not watching it, what are you doing
yeah,
with your life? And I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know if I feel that way,
yeah,
but it's just interesting how different people just assess TV and like what stimulates them. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah,
been
yeah,
something I've been
yeah,
paying attention to. Because most of the time, I normally don't care what the people be talking about, but you know,
unfortunately.
yeah. Now that I'm like being on social a little bit more for the show page and like
Yeah,
seeing other people's response to stuff, it's like, oh, okay, like y'all really love this, and I'm like, all
okay.
right, nothing wrong with that, nothing
I
wrong with
know,
that at all.
I know.
But, we'll go through a quick recap of what happened in episode 7, then we'll give our immediate thoughts, we'll end off with a rating, and I guess we could try to see what we'll predict how things will end off in the season finale,
I don't
and
even
then take it from there. Oh, man. So, recapping in Hijack Season 2, Episode 7, titled Contact. The penultimate episode picks up right after the cliffhanger shooting at the station. Sam, played by Idris Elba, survives with a graze to his arm, but the bullet passed through and lodged into Jess's shoulder. Sam and Otto are forced to admit to Jess that they gave her up to the authorities, straining the uneasy alliance in the locomotive. Meanwhile, Marcia is hiding in the wilderness from assassins closing in on her with dogs, and despite a badly injured leg, manages to find a signal, call Daniel, and relay a message to Sam that she's okay and he shouldn't be swayed by the terrorists. Back on the train with the engine losing power due to explosive damage, Sam orchestrates the decoupling of the rear carriages to shed passengers and reduce drag, a tense sequence complicated by Jess's wavering cooperation and the approaching GSG-9 strike team. Jess ultimately does something good in her final moments by helping Sam decouple the cars, but she's then shot again by the strike team who spots something in her hand and she dies. The episode's biggest emotional gut punch, I guess. The biggest revelation comes at the very end. Stewart, back in his prison cell, discovers a hidden phone inside a bar of soap, strongly implying that the season 1 hijacker has been orchestrating everything all along as an act of revenge against Sam. What was your immediate reactions to episode 7?
Sorry for the silence. I, um, I think it pissed me off that we're finding out that the original hijacker from season 1 is kind of behind this.
Mhm.
Not entertained by that. I'm not entertained by that at all. It's like, I guess it makes sense for this, like, for the premises of the show, but, like, I wish it was somebody else. Like, I just wish it was somebody else. Like, That's all I got. Sorry.
Oh man. Yeah. Like this episode was like interesting, and not interesting in terms of there were things that stood out to me. It was interesting in terms of like when I was done with it, I was kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
like I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Like
Yeah.
I just felt nothing. Like
Yeah.
nothing, no one thing like pissed me off in the same way other things have transpired throughout the
Yeah.
season that like pissed me off. But also there was nothing about it that was like stimulating in any sort of way. It was kind of like I'm watching this for the pod and that's it.
We're almost done.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm almost done. Like there
Yeah.
was nothing that was compelling. There was nothing that was like stupid. There was nothing that I mean, yeah, there was some stuff that was stupid, but there was
Yeah.
nothing that like made me feel some type of way or like a big wow moment of like,
Yeah.
okay, you're finally putting the pieces together since we only have one more episode left. It was kind of
Yeah.
like just another episode of TV, and I was kind of like, all right, well, on to
Almost done. It's
that.
season finale.
Let me turn on YouTube and stimulate my mind now. It's like that. That was
Yeah.
basically it. This might
It's
be our shortest episode ever. Um, because yeah, I don't really have much in terms of like I felt nothing. Like that's the
Yeah.
best way to describe it. Like I felt nothing.
Yeah, it's just
Unfortunate.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kinda sad. It's kinda sad. It's just like, okay, let's work backwards here, okay? So we find out that he's pretty much been pulling the strings this whole time, and then, like, the music behind it, I think that's what pissed me off the most. Was the music behind it, because the music behind it was like that badass, "Yeah, of course he's in the plot, da 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 da," like, "Yeah, he's the man," and I wasn't getting that, and that was pissing me off even more, and then it's like, okay, now we finally catch up with the original guy from the beginning
Hmm.
who put the bomb and did the change of the tracks and all of that. Okay, we finally get to see him, and he gets caught. 6, 7 episodes later?
I completely forgot about
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
I didn't even make that connection.
yeah,
Every time they cut to that random agent with the beard who's like trying to track the details down, I
yeah.
immediately
You
tune out.
because you kinda forget about him. It's just too many moving parts going on at once, and they're trying to bring it all together, I felt like, in this episode all at once, and it's just like, okay, even though 2 of these people in the show look very similar, I mean, 4 at this point. Um, so, okay, oh, darn, we get that, and then we get what else we get? We get Marsha. Marsha finally contacts him, and she gets, gives her little message or whatever. But is Marsha gonna die? I'm Marsha. I don't know how Marsha's gonna get out of this. Hopefully, Daniel comes through and he can like save her. She finally gets some bars on her phone. She had to climb miles and miles to do that. Okay, cool. She gets the message, and then now finally the police are connecting the dots, even though, like, the dots been connected, but now it's, like, connecting for them, that pisses me off too. Like, that pisses me off too. I feel like if they didn't it's just I think it's hard for me as a viewer to watch it because we're seeing all the puzzles being laid out.
Mhm.
I think that's the problem. Us as viewers are seeing way too much, so it's like when we do get a finding or whatever, it's like it's not like a jump scare. It's not like, "Oh, shit." It's just like, "Yeah, we knew that because we've been
Yeah, show
watching
me.
the
Yeah.
show." Like, you just showed me everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay." I don't know. I don't know.
No shade, no disrespect to the people behind this. I know they put a lot of
No.
work and,
Sorry.
you know, I know they put a lot of hours and hard work into all of this. Again, I think Hijack is based off of a book. I'm not too sure, so I'm
Mhm.
assuming that they're referencing source material. But if it was me, and if I was the director or showrunner or the writer, what I would have done was season 1, instead of Stewart actually getting caught, or maybe he still gets caught, he ends up escaping. And then season 2, we actually see him start to put things in motion where he kills Sam's son. So
Mm.
that's like the wow moment to
I
start
think
the
if we woulda
season.
seen some of that, it woulda, like, been more compelling.
Right.
Yeah,
And then we see him then meet up Sam, or Sam just happens to be in Berlin for whatever reason, and then
yeah,
Stewart is maybe tracking him down and like, and he's already set up the bomb and like having these different people in different places and like him orchestrating it, him having a walkie-talkie on him while
yeah,
he's still on the train and like doing all these different things. And I think that would have been way more compelling that way because then now Sam is it'll essentially kind of be like season 1 again of, like, Sam stuck on this train, but the hijacker is actually on the train versus they're using Sam as this big
the hype,
pawn.
yeah, which is
Yeah, like, it's just not.
I think that's really, like, the big disconnect. It's like, how is Sam a hijacker? Like,
Yeah,
that don't
it's
even make
just
sense.
not
It don't even make
working, and then we don't get any real casualties minus the one guy, I think his name was Freddie, but
and
then Jess ends up dying. It's
then the other
just
lady, the older lady, she dies too. It's like, but also, how did she
yeah.
get trampled or something? I don't know. Or if the
Yeah,
what
I think it's a combination of old age, stress, getting trampled, or whatever the
yeah,
case may be. But yeah, had there been way more danger on the train, like I think it would have been a much more compelling season. But it is what it is. Um, so the only notes I have here is I definitely don't remember Marsha hurting herself. I think that happened in the previous episode, but I had forgotten
don't
about it.
recall that as well. I
But
thought she was
yeah.
running well.
Yeah, and then even with Marsha, I think there was a scene where they asked her to do something, or I think she finally gets her phone turned on, and then her immediate response was like, "I don't know how long my phone's gonna last." I'm like, "Just send the fucking message." Like,
I was
you're
saying
doing y yeah, like, you're doing too much thinking and not enough sending the
doing.
message. And then the actor that they have, Dan playing Daniel, her, I
Mhm.
guess, new husband, and I think he was supposed to have, like, some sorta, like, intense standoff with Stewart and, like, "I'm gonna kill you," and this not believable, didn't land for me. Just I don't
Like, if
I
at this point you know it's Stewart, why aren't we holding him? I know he's in jail, but, like, why aren't we holding him somewhere so separate where it's like he can't continue to pull the strings? I don't know.
listen,
I
if
don't know.
this was Russ Cole from True Detective, he would have been beat Stewart's ass several episodes ago. They would have to remove him to to take his ass over
Put him in,
to solitary
yes,
confinement. Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
And then I found it very trash that the agent shoots at Sam and Jess, but Jess didn't die immediately. And apparently, like, the bullet grazed off of Sam, but it hit Jess in the shoulder. And it was like, you had the cliffhanger for nothing. Like,
I didn't
we
I
already we already knew that Sam wasn't gonna die because he's a main character, but it's
exactly.
like, what's the point of keeping Jess alive if like the cliffhanger was just weak,
Yeah. And then
weak.
it's like I wish they woulda gave us more of, like, Justice involvement. It's just like she just seemed like a do-girl, like, it just seemed like, how did she even get involved in this? It was like it just seemed like somehow she got blackmailed into this too as well. So, that's one thing that I wish we woulda got more too.
And again, if she got blackmailed, I don't know anybody being blackmailed that's still bold enough to just kill a random person. Like that just doesn't add up to me.
Yeah.
And as you was talking about it, because I didn't write this down, the assassins are like two of the worst assassins ever. I don't even know if they should be called assassins. They seem just like regular people who they just doing dirty work. Like I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
Because they got dogs, but they can't trace this woman down who's apparently on one leg. But fuck do I know? I've never caught a body. Um, then what? Who the fuck is this random guy, intelligence officer in the station watching? Oh yeah, that one intelligence officer who was following the other dude.
Yeah.
Never seen him before a day in my life. Didn't know he was on the case. Didn't know where he popped up from. He
they had to find somebody to say, "Hey, I see you. I see what you're doing."
Yeah, and you have literally no clues as to why you need to, like, start eavesdropping on the
Yeah.
other guy. Does it, and then we kill him off in the same episode. Alright. I guess that's what we're gonna do it. I guess that's what we're gonna do, but whatever. Um, I also don't know why Jess sacrificed herself because yeah, it goes to your comment. We need more context because she went from doing all of this to now that the agents are there, she knows everybody. Like, you don't have to be in any sort of black market or whatever to know, like, if you are being approached by the police, if you pull out anything or do any sort of swift movements,
They're gonna shoot you.
shoot to kill, shoot to kill. So, but
Yeah.
we have no context as to why she would do that to
Yep.
then protect the rest of the group or protect Sam or whoever.
Yep.
Um, Also, it didn't make sense because in that same scene, and this is the last note I have, in that same scene when the agent shoot her, she's standing up, but then when we see her again, she's sitting down. I Yeah, yeah. And then the last thing that, like, slightly pissed me off also was the scene where Sam is trying to move the passengers to the other train that he's
Mm.
going to abandon, and then some of the kids is like, "No, I'm too scared," and it's like,
Okay. Listen, kids, get off. Like, children, listen. That's how the kids be. That's how the kids.
and I feel like that was the same girl that was teasing the white boy about being scared about on the train, and now you're scared to go in between train stations. I know one thing, for people who don't or never been to New York, that's the least of our concerns, okay?
Going from train to
How
train.
Going from train to train is a rite of passage, okay? Like, that's what we do. Like, if this was set in New York, this shit would just not work at all. This shit does not work at all because
Listen, the
people would have been
passengers would
tight.
have been beat
It was
them
like,
up.
"Yo, I'm trying to get to work. If
Yeah.
you think you're gonna set this bomb, I will kill a hijacker right now if you think you're gonna set this bomb and make me late for work." This show does not work if this is set in New York. So Berlin is a perfect location because none of the passengers are acting accordingly. We would have been jumped Sam, got the truth in episode one. Like, yo, I don't know what type of time. First of all, you're talking a British accent. I don't trust you already. The British are coming. I remember
Shut
social
up.
study.
What is she?
The British are coming. I remember social study. This is not flying. So yeah, this would
Oh
not
my
have
goodness.
worked in New York. Um, but yeah, I don't really have any more thoughts. Like,
Yeah, I'm
it
just
was
happy.
not really a stimulating episode of TV, unfortunately. Like, if I could speak to Idris right now, like, you've done better, my brother. Like,
I get it. I get it. Idris, like, you did well the first season. Everybody liked the first season. Cool. You feel you collecting a check, in this economy. You gotta collect that check. I'm sure Apple was throwing the money. So
mhm.
he's like, sure, sure, why not? But baby, mm-mm.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Yeah. Only that did make sense this episode was the power finally going out on the train. Finally going out after a bomb went off about 3 hours ago.
Oh, and they finally started to show smoke in the back of the train,
Yeah.
and I'm like, where was this the previous episode when the bomb went off? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any more notes.
Nope, me neither, child. I said everything I had to say. I was ready. I barely wanted to watch this. No shade.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
All right. So time to go into final ratings. I give this. I don't even know how to rate this because I don't think we have a rating system to cover my emotion for this, but I give it like a 2.5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I gave it to. 2.5.
I turned it on. Once it was over, I turned it off.
It
Like,
wasn't the
that's
wor
it.
it wasn't the worst episode this season, so I can say that much.
Yeah.
I think what that point 5 says. That point
Yeah.
5 says, "Did it. This is the best episode this season."
Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't. It definitely doesn't meet a 3 for me. A 3
Oh,
is like,
no, no.
okay, like, I was entertained, I was
Yeah, yeah.
stimulated, and like I'm
Yeah, yeah.
interested.
We
This
didn't get
was kind of like I turned it on and I turned it off.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yep.
yeah, 2.5 it is. 2.5 it is. Yeah, I think that's a record for us, like I said, in terms of episode length, 24 minutes. Um, yeah,
Woo.
in terms of the season finale, Marsha's gonna survive because what's his face? Daniel sent all those or sent helicopters or whatever to
Yeah, they're gonna find
go.
her at the last minute. It's gonna be like they're about to approach her. All of a sudden, you hear the helicopters and people swarming, and then they get Marsha.
Nothing I hate more than TV shows that are supposed to be like drama slash thrillers and none of the main characters die. It's
Somebody
always
gotta
like,
die.
yeah, and the people that do die are like people that's irrelevant. Like the
Yep.
only people that died thus far are Jess,
Not.
Freddie, and the elderly lady.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Even the Asian girl that knows Sam. Like
Mhm.
that'll be the perfect person to, unalive in the show because it's like, okay, now we have some sort of emotional connection. We'll see how Sam feels about somebody losing someone. It's like, eh, eh.
Uh,
Or even the dad who baby got saved. If he would have died,
oh yeah.
then it'll be like, damn, like he really wanted to save his son and like he
Yeah.
got. But
Yeah.
nope,
That didn't happen.
nope. So yeah, that's all we have. Yeah, Marsha's gonna survive. Sam is gonna survive.
It's gonna be a fairy tale ending, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's still so many like plot holes to a certain extent. Or well, not plot holes because they still have one more episode, but you still have
No.
the other guy that they were was maneuvering around. Does he escape? The
John James Billy Brown, Bob.
Billy Bob Thornton? John Bailey Brown? But yeah, like, does he
Yeah.
escape? If they end off on another like cliffhanger,
I think that's a
yeah,
big thing, like, about him because they made him such a big part in the show, like, him finally getting to see him and the exchange of him, and it's like, he just kinda like, "Hmm, you should be free by the end of this day," and it's like, "Oh, did we see him after that? We didn't." So, I guess we'll see.
yeah. Then you have that undercover agent who's a double agent. Um, he just caught a body, so it's like, dude, he got caught up. Nobody even knows he's behind it. Also, yeah, this is not going
Yeah,
to end well,
yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah. All
I
right. Well,
hope they wrap it up. I hope they wrap it up the best they can.
I'm gonna watch it for the sake of the podcast. I have no
Got to.
expectations.
Got
Uh,
got to see it through, my boy. Got to see it through.
who's that from?
Shout out to Emmanuel Hudson. I went to high school with him,
Oh
but
yes, 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 yes. Got to see it.
no, not Emmanuel. That's Philip. Sorry, that's Philip. I went to high school with both of them, but yeah, got to see it through, my boy.
I just went through like a whole Rolodex of like the first content creators of like
Uh,
all of them. What was the other dude? I think he got canceled. I don't know what he did, but I think he got canceled. Spoken Reasons.
oh yeah, they were beefing, and him, Emmanuel, and Spoken, they were beefing.
Yes, I
They did
remember
a
that.
collab together. Yeah, they
Yes,
was beefing. It
yes.
was a big thing. I think they went on Wild 'N Out and was trying to duke it out.
Yeah, they got a little.
He did. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
that just goes to show our age.
yeah.
But yeah, I just went through the whole Rolodex and all
I
the well, not maybe not Emmanuel and his brothers, but
yeah.
Spoken Reason definitely had like very questionable content. If you really think about.
Oh, back
So
then. Back
yeah,
then.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. But growth.
Like, they were young, like, they were
Yeah,
young doing that, so, like, yeah. Growth.
and I mean nobody's perfect. Like I enjoy a level of ignorance as well. Like I enjoy a level of ignorance. Now I won't publicly state it. Like that stays in the group chats.
You just said it. You just said it.
Well, I mean, I meant
You
like
don't know what level, what level?
the ignorant shit that we that I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I got
yeah.
you. Some things.
Some should be funny. Like I forgot who said it. It was like sometimes racism is funny.
That's what comedians been doing it forever. Forever. Shoot, Dave Chappelle is a great example of it.
Yeah, but he was starting to get on my nerves because he kept talking about trans people. I'm
I
like,
know. I'm like
anyways,
yeah,
going on a tangent.
I know.
that's all we have for our recap of Hijack. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Um, I'm trying to think which show comes out soon that will replace this. I think The Boys comes out next month.
I think April. I
Okay,
know
that's
it's
April. I know
yeah.
something else comes out that
Look
is
at
going to
schedule,
replace
child.
it, but who knows? I can't remember, but it doesn't matter because we're still covering Paradise. We're covering Cross.
Yeah,
Uh,
Paradise pretty much is what replaces it.
yeah. So we
Yeah.
definitely have other stuff to cover.
Thank God.
Um, but yeah, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, we really need you guys to like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot to us. It helps the show
Yeah.
grow, helps
Yeah.
expose it, especially unrelated. And I won't divulge into this, but definitely running into some YouTube issues because it was a smaller platform. I'll
Oh,
talk about it later.
okay.
Um,
Like,
yeah, nothing crazy, but just
okay.
more minor inconveniences.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It's gonna help the show grow, help us expand, and so
Yes.
we're just gonna keep giving y'all some content, and that's all we
Keep
have.
the streets. Keep being the street.
So, I'm your pusher. All right, we out of here.
Bye.